Hey, I'm John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the B9 Organ Machine by Electro-Harmonix. As you probably guessed from that intro, this box is a way of making your guitar or whatever you want to plug into it sound like an organ, and it really does. It gives you 9 presets that are gleaned from different organ options. Anything from a rock sound to a jazz sound to a cathedral, and I'll kind of walk you through all of them. In the meantime, let me tell you about everything else in my in the chain. I'm playing my PRS custom guitar that they built for me a few years back. It's just a one-off, fabulous maple hollow body guitar with 3 pickups. I'm plugging an Astrobe cable from the guitar into the organ machine. The organ machine, although it comes with a proprietary power, I'm plugging it into a Voodoo Labs just because that's handy. I'm running it into a Buddha hand-wired Verb amp, micing it with the Royer R121 mic, and then that's running into an Apogee Quartet and then into Pro Tools. And another thing I want to note is that I'm running out of the organ machine. There's 2 outputs. One that is the affected sound and the one which is your pure sound. So I'm running the organ sound into one channel of the Buddha. And then I'm also running the dry out into the other channel. Now, I can imagine in a perfect world having 2 radically different amps, having this the B9 go into one amp to give you that organ sound, and then the other one have an amp that's got a lot of effects and you could kind of play off the 2. It'd be a lot of fun. But for expediency's sake, we're using one amp and kind of bouncing between the 2, controlling it like this. So let me tell you about the pedal. There's an on and off switch, as you might suspect. Over here, this is the click control, which when you listen to a B3 or an organ, you can hear that click, and this gives you that. So here we go. Clicks. Way down. Smoother. It's cool. Next is the mod switch, or the mod control. Now, how cool is that? Now, if I was designing this pedal, or if you boys at Electro-Harmonix are watching this, one suggestion: if you hooked up this mod to an expression pedal, so you could, like a real B3 player, adjust the mod as you go, adjust the speed of the Leslie, that would be so pimp, man. So maybe on the next run, you could do something like that, because that's where all the expression comes in. Anyway, right now you could. You can set it and forget it, or adjust with your hand. Over here are the volume controls. One for the organ sound, which I've got cranked up, and the other for your dry guitar sound, or whatever you have plugged into it. So you can crank this one up and just hear guitar, or you can do a combination of the 2, which is a lot of fun. Now again, in a perfect world, 2 amps would be a great way to go. Be able to get all those wild organ sounds out of one amp, and then the other one could be a straight kind of guitar, affected however you like. But together, it's cool. Now there's 9 presets. When we came in, I had it on number 4, which is the classic rock setting. And I chose that because I was playing the Procol Harum song, Lighter Shade of Pale. Trip the light fandango indeed. So it captures that pretty well. Let me just play a little bit more on 4 and you can kind of dig it. I'm going to turn the click down. very convincing sound. So that's the classic rock setting. Let me take it to the Cathedral setting. Man, that's pretty convincing. So say you want to start your own church, don't have an organ, buy this bad boy, you're good to go. Okay, so we've dealt with the classic rock sound, so for your satanic stuff. We've dealt with the cathedral stuff for your godly stuff. Now let's go into jazz land. Let's bring it to 6, which gives you an octave. And we're going to bring up the guitar a little bit so you can hear guitar and organ together. And ideally, it'll sound like a really tight, guitar and organ player playing together. It's pretty hip, man. I really like the way it holds those notes too. So, I don't know, it's a very convincing sound. Okay, let's roll it over to number 1, which is fat and full. I'm going to turn up the click and turn down the guitar, so it's just going to be kind of an organ sound. You could use this at a ballpark, or a skating rink, whatever. Anyway, there are, I guess, 4 or 5 more sounds in this thing, but you're going to have to discover those on your own. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. And while you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and poke around the old Premier Guitar site. We'll keep you up to date on all the cool new guitar stuff there is. Now let me put it on old number 3, which is the gospel setting, and play us out.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.